Welcome back. Let's celebrate together the Egyptian win in the AFCON. Now Egypt is in the semi-final after the thrilling encounter with Cote d'Ivoire, the title holder, which ended with this narrow win 3-2. To shed more light on the match, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone our sports analyst, Mr. Mohamad Adel. A very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, before going into the details of the match and your impression, many are saying that the very fast goal by Omar Marmoush, which was scored less than 4 minutes after the first whistle, was the key, was the password which took Egypt to the win. If you agree with that.
100% agree, because we mainly dealt and tried by hard in many games to score an early goal, and we have many attempts in the group games and versus Benin by Marmoush himself to score in the beginning of the game in the early time, but scoring just after 182 seconds, after 3 minutes and 2 seconds exactly. I believe it caught the Ivorian defense off guard and fundamentally altered their game plan, because everything was changed by the goal, the early goal by Omar Marmoush, and it allowed the Egyptian team to settle into a deep defensive block early on, which is the preferable system for coach Hosam Hassan. And they did force the Ivorian team to abandon their tactical rhythm, which we did see in the group stage and the round of 16 by the Ivorian team.
Also, what happened yesterday was the changes, the rapid changes, and with the defensive missions shouldered by the forwards and vice versa. I mean, yesterday it was the spurt, the grinta as we call it in football, which was behind the win of the Pharaohs. If you also agree on that, and if yes, how?
Well, we have a great history with Cote d'Ivoire in the AFCON history. In every knockout game with Cote d'Ivoire, we do a great game. Who can remember what happened in 2008 at the AFCON 2008 when we faced the great gold era of Cote d'Ivoire team by Didier Drogba and the Tourés, Brahima Touré and Yaya Touré and Kolo Touré, and we bet them 4-1 by the brace goals by Amr Zaki in 2008. Yesterday, I believe it's Egypt beating Cote d'Ivoire. I believe it became an African football classic. It's an African football trend by the Egyptian team. Whatever happened, whenever happened, when Egypt meet Cote d'Ivoire, the Egyptian players, and not only Cote d'Ivoire, but the big names. We remember what happened versus South Africa in the group stage. We of course saw yesterday what happened with Cote d'Ivoire, and I believe versus Senegal will do what happened versus Cote d'Ivoire.
This was my coming question, or let it be the last question regarding Senegal. Yesterday also, many even of the fans of football, I mean here I'm not talking about the analysts who are really considering it as a research, not only to watch and to enjoy. All people, or all the fans of our national team really said that there are tangible changes in the tactics or in the way the Hosam Hassan is leading the national team. I mean, yesterday it was very much different than in front of Benin, because in Benin it was not that convincing for many people. Same story with Angola, same story with South Africa. Yesterday it was as if it was a turning point, that there is something different. Why?
First of all, the eagerness of the players, because they are playing in the quarter-final of the AFCON. Second time, tactical-wise, Coach Hussam Hassan and the players played with a compact system. This 5-3-2 compact system. The lines are very narrow between each other. There is no gap between the lines. So we saw Marwan Atiyah is cutting the road in front of the midfield players of Cote d'Ivoire. We saw Imam Ashur making the progressive carries in the half third and the defensive, the Ivorian defensive third, with a great eagerness by himself. I believe it was a defensive solidity happening yesterday that game neutralized for Cote d'Ivoire. That made the full success for Hussam Hassan and the players yesterday.
Yeah. Captain Adel, if we put Salah aside, in your opinion, who deserved to be man of the match from the Egyptian side?
I cannot put Mohamad Salah aside because he did everything.
Great.
Did everything. Yes,
and because of this, I'm not going to compare Salah with anyone. But after Salah, who?
There was a triangle between Salah, Marmoush, and Imam Ashur yesterday. So the impact of Imam Ashur and Marmoush in specific in the first half was great. Also, the defensive way played by Marwan and Hamdi yesterday. Also, Hussam Abdel Nagid, really all the team were great.
Yasser Ibrahim, even Mustafa Mohamad in the last minutes, they were all shouldering the responsibility of carrying the name of Egypt. Well, sir,
there was a mini game between Ahmed Fatouh and Amad Diallo, one of the most dangerous Ivorian players worldwide. There was a mini game between Ahmed Fatouh and Amad Diallo, and Ahmed Fatouh, as usual, as he did with Ashraf Hakimi in 2021, he did great versus Amad Diallo and versus Gala Doué yesterday.
And here we are talking about professionals who are playing in the EPL. Sir, unfortunately, I'm running out of time, and of course, we all wish that we are going to continue celebrating next Wednesday, inshallah, after our encounter with Senegal.
Inshallah. Thank you.
Inshallah. Thank you very much. We were very much delighted to have with us via phone Mr. Mohamad Adel, our sports analyst. And by the way, after having the award of the man of the match, Salah dedicated it to Mohamed Hamdi, the Egyptian footballer who is unfortunately now waiting to have the surgery of the ACL, and he ended his trip or his journey with the national team in AFCON, but he is really well remembered by his teammates.